The Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission gave their elections counterparts, IEBC, the names of 241 officers whom it thinks should not be allowed to run for office. My memo tonight is to the IEBC, because seeking not to impose but strongly recommend for the welfare of Chapter 6, it won't make sense for IEBC to keep claiming to have its own interpretation of integrity when the body charged with promoting ethics and fighting corruption in the country does what looked to me like a thorough job of background checking aspirants for elective positions. A whole 21,863 of them, looking at each one by one. And out of the thorough exercise, some 241 were found with questions worth noting in the vetting of aspirants for elections. Just to remind the IEBC of the breakdown, EACC has listed 2 presidential aspirants and a running mate, 61 governorship and deputy governor aspirants, and 6 senatorial aspirants. 19 women representative aspirants have also been flagged, alongside 58 constituency member of parliament's aspirants and 94 MCAs. So, okay, one may want to wish away this list, but what if all the 241 actually went ahead and won the positions they're aspiring to? What is the IEBC telling us? What will be their post-election argument when the horse has bolted and when some of their successful aspirants start facing their consequences of the issues for which they have been cited by the EACC? Talking of horses, there's that common inference to not placing the cart before the horse. I've been following this integrity question for some time now, and I'm quite intrigued by the propositions of the IEBC. Its argument seems to start and end with Justice Msaga Mbogoli's innocent until proven guilty decision that allowed President Uhuru Kenyatta and Deputy President William Ruto to run for office in 2013, despite the crimes against humanity charges at the ICC, the International Criminal Court in The Hague. IEBC holds to this decision with the fastness of the only last desperate standing truth. I'm not a lawyer, but regular logic also has a huge role to play in conversations about integrity. And logic will, for example, wonder, is the IEBC overdoing it when it sees nothing wrong with clearing a murder suspect on trial to run for an office of public trust? Doesn't it rock anyone's conscience when an aspirant with billions of Kenyan shillings in question to their name is allowed to be just the IEBC away from public office? It troubles me that even some courts are playing ball, complete with the political equivalent of water bricks for suspects of serious crimes to take a pause from the trial, to participate in campaigns and defend their seats. On basic logic and common sense, I beg to disagree. And again, I'm not a lawyer, but I know the law must walk out of the pages of the Constitution, the statutes, and any other regulations, and be a practical, implementable fact of life. And I suspect this is what these big lawyers mean when they talk of the spirit of the law. The IEBC should be careful about a later date review of its handling of the present-day integrity questions. It should be careful not to leave so much of the letter of the law, only to let the spirit of that law die in their hands. And that is my memo.